At the start of the story, we see a huge empty desert spreading far away. In this lonely desert, a woman and a man are walking together. They are husband and wife, and their names are Marba and Eris. They are on a long journey. They have no place to live because the area they came from was completely destroyed because of war. Now they are wandering from place to place just to stay alive. They are almost out of drinking water and need to find a safe place quickly. After walking a little more, they see some greenery. Both of them become happy because it means a river must be nearby. After this, we see a house in a lonely area where two brothers live. Their names are Bokus and Amir. Bokus comes back carrying rabbit traps because no animal was caught today, and one of the traps is also broken. The relationship between the two brothers feels strange. They do not even talk properly with each other. On the other side, Marba sees a huge mountain ahead. This makes him think there must be a river nearby. By night, both of them finally reach the river. As soon as Marba sees the water, he jumps into it, and both of them drink water to satisfy their thirst. Marba says they should thank God because even in such difficult times, they are still alive. Otherwise, like many others, they would have died long ago. And if death comes now, they will accept it as God's wish. Marba takes a torch in his hands and starts walking ahead because the night has become very dark. After crossing the river and the jungle, they reach a lonely area. Because of her pregnancy, Eris gets tired and stops on the way since they have been walking since morning. But she gathers courage and continues walking with Marba. When they finally come out of the jungle, they see a house a little far away. The night is very dark, the place is lonely, and there is nobody else around, so they feel it may not be safe to go there. But Marba thinks they should at least try because they have no other choice. Otherwise, they may die of hunger in this empty place. Eris agrees, but Marba tells her they must hide their relationship. To others, they will pretend to be brother and sister instead of husband and wife. Because if there is a man in the house, and he learns they are married, he might even kill Marba to take Eris for himself. Eris agrees, but she still feels something is wrong. As Marba walks forward, his foot suddenly steps on a trap, and a bell hanging outside the house starts ringing loudly. Marba and Eris become very scared. Just then, two men come out of the house carrying lanterns. They are the same two brothers, Bokus and Amir. The brothers ask, "Who is there?" Bokus is holding a gun. Marba tells them that they are travelers and got lost on the way because they could not see clearly in the dark. Marba says there is only one man and one woman. Hearing the word woman, both brothers look at each other because in such a lonely place, seeing a woman at night is not something that happens every day. Both of them go near the house. Marba explains everything to them, saying that they got lost on the way and accidentally reached there. He introduces Eris as his sister. He says that they have not eaten anything for many days and asks if they can stay in the house for the night. The two brothers allow them to stay. Bokus looks at his brother in a strange way. Then both brothers take them inside the house. Bokus gives them food and keeps staring at Eris in a very strange way. Again and again, he reminds them of his name, as if he is afraid they might forget it. Marba praises the place and says it is beautiful because there is nobody living nearby. But Bokus does not seem happy after hearing this. After dinner, Bokus starts picking up Eris's plate and then shows them their room. He tells them to sleep in separate rooms, but Marba refuses. He says they will sleep in the same room because Eris gets scared at night. But Bokus replies, "What is there to be scared of? We are not strangers anymore. We opened our house for you, and you still think of us as strangers?" After saying this, he starts laughing. His strange laugh makes them even more nervous. Still, Marba does not listen to him, and both of them sleep together in one room. The next morning, the two brothers are sitting together. Bokus becomes very happy when Eris comes there. Amir clearly notices this. Soon, Marba and Eris join them. Bokus says that after their parents died, both brothers have been living there alone. Eris tells them that she heard strange crying sounds during the night. Maybe it was just her imagination. But hearing this makes both brothers suddenly look worried. Amir says that he has to go to the city to bring some supplies, and the city is very far away. It will take him a few days to return, so he asks Marba to come with him. Marba cannot refuse, but he does not want to leave Eris alone because he does not trust Bokus at all. Still, if they want to stay there, they must listen to Amir. So even though he does not want to go, Marba leaves with him in the vehicle. Now only Bokus and Eris are left in the house. Bokus keeps finding excuses to stay near her all the time, but Eris does not pay much attention to him. Bokus asks her, "Are you married?" But Eris lies and says that she was married, but her husband died because of illness. Hearing this, Bokus acts very sad, as if he truly feels sorry for her. He tells her that after his parents died, it feels like time has stopped in that place. One evening, Bokus and Eris are talking when suddenly Amir and Marba return. Bokus gets shocked because they came back earlier than expected. Marba also looks angrily at Eris because she was laughing at Bokus's stories. Amir takes his brother outside because he needs to change the tires tire of the vehicle. Meanwhile, Marba angrily asks Aris what was going on and why she was laughing so happily at Bocus's stories. Aris says the stories were funny, so she laughed. She understands what is really bothering Marba, but the real reason for Marba's frustration is the two brothers, Amir and Bocus. Aris asks him when they will finally leave this place. Marba says they will leave when the right time comes, because right now it is not safe to go anywhere. They will not survive outside, because more and more people are struggling with hunger and poverty every day. At night, Marba tells Aris that Amir has some gold coins. He is thinking about stealing them because he does not want to keep living a poor and starving life anymore. After stealing the coins, they can escape from there. But Aris becomes scared after hearing this because she fears they may fall into serious trouble. Late at night, we see Bocus carrying a lantern and going down into a basement. In his hands, he has a plate of food, but it is unclear who he is taking food to at such a late hour. Then we see a man chained inside the basement. As soon as the plate is placed down, the man attacks the food like an animal, but he does not speak at all. We do not know who this man is or why he is chained there. Bocus starts talking to the chained man about Aris. He says that he has never seen such a beautiful woman before, but the man does not react to his words. Maybe he cannot even understand what Bocus is saying. After talking for a while, Bocus leaves the basement. The next morning, everyone is sitting together when Amir gives Aris his mother's clothes and shoes. Here we realize that Amir has also started getting attracted to her, but this clearly starts bothering Bocus. Still, he cannot go against his brother even if he wants to. After Amir tells her, Aris wears his mother's scarf in front of everyone to show him, but Marba feels helpless and trapped between all of them. Later, when Aris is in her room, Bocus comes there and asks her to follow him. When she goes with him, she sees that Bocus has made a small bathing place for her so she can bathe comfortably there. But the strange smile on his face makes it clear that his intentions are not good. Aris goes inside, but Bocus still stands outside. When she asks him to leave, he says that if she removes a little cloth from her shoulder, then he will go away. Hearing this strange demand, Aris becomes scared. Still, out of fear, she removes the cloth from one side of her shoulder. Bocus comes closer and touches her, then finally leaves. Only after that does Aris feel relieved. But Bocus does not stop there. He has secretly made a small hole in the bathroom wall so he can watch Aris while she bathes. He quietly stands near the wall and watches her for some time. Later, when Bocus and Amir are sitting together, Amir warns Bocus that Aris belongs only to him, so he should stay away from her. Then Amir goes to Aris and asks if Bocus bathed her with his own hands today. Hearing this, Aris becomes frightened. She quickly denies it and says nothing like that happened. Now she has started feeling scared of Amir too. She is completely trapped between the two brothers. Both of them seem ready to go to any limit to get her. Bocus also starts hating his brother because he feels Amir is standing in his way. The next day, when everyone is outside, Bocus comes to Aris and says he wants to show her a secret, but Aris refuses to go with him because she does not trust him at all, especially after what happened yesterday. Still, after Bocus keeps insisting, she finally agrees. Then we see Bocus taking her to the same basement where the chained man is locked. The basement entrance is under the stairs inside the house. Aris cannot understand anything at first, but when she sees the man below, she becomes terrified because he is making sounds like an animal. He looks like a human, but his behavior is completely animal-like. Many questions start coming into Aris's mind, while Bocus has a strange smile on his face. Actually, the chained man is none other than the younger brother of Amir and Bocus. Bocus explains that when they were children, he fell into a dry well while playing. Since then, his condition became like this. Bocus says that while their parents were alive, he was a little better, but after they died, he slowly became more like an animal than a human. Then Bocus shows Aris a wound on his shoulder. He says those marks came from his younger brother biting him. That is why they locked him in the basement. Bocus tells Aris that this is their secret and she must not tell anyone about it. Aris promises that she will not tell anybody, but she is badly frightened. Then Aris looks out of the room window and sees Marba and Amir working outside. She realizes that if they do not leave this place very soon, something terrible may happen to them. There is a chained man locked under the house, yet upstairs everything is acting normal. But to Aris, nothing feels normal anymore. When Marba comes back inside, he notices that Aris looks terrified. He asks her what happened. Aris tells him about the man chained in the basement and says he is the brother's younger sibling. She begs Marba to leave this place as soon as possible. She says she is ready to sleep on the roads and live hungry, but they must escape from there. Marba says he only needs 2 more days, but Aris warns him that something bad could happen before then. Then she tells him another shocking thing. She says Bocus already knows she is pregnant, because he secretly watched her while she was bathing. Now he also knows that she and Marba are not brother and sister. Aris's fear feels completely real now. She worries that something terrible may happen within those 2 days. That night, we see all of them sitting together and eating dinner with Amir. But Bokus is not there during dinner. Amir says that he sent Bokus out for some important work, so he will not return tonight. Amir keeps looking at Eris again and again, which makes her start suspecting him. At night, Amir locks the house door from inside and starts walking toward Eris's room with a lantern. Now we understand why he sent Bokus away. When Marba sees Amir going toward Eris's room, he comes outside. Amir angrily turns and looks at him, and out of fear, Marba quietly goes back into his room. As soon as Amir enters the room, Aris becomes frightened seeing him there at that hour. He comes close to her and tries to force himself on her. Aris feels completely helpless. She cannot even escape from there. Marba hears everything, but he cannot do anything. He is unable to save Aris because he knows that if he tries to stop Amir, the situation may become even worse. Right now, staying alive for their unborn child feels more important to him. After Amir leaves the room, we see Aris lying on the bed like a lifeless body. The next morning, everyone sits silently at the dining table because last night's incident has completely broken Eris from inside. Then Bokus returns, not knowing anything about what happened. But seeing the strange atmosphere in the house makes him suspicious. He looks at his brother and starts doubting him. Later, Marba and Amir go outside. Bokus asks Aris what happened, but she does not answer properly. Then Bokus insists and says, "Tell me what happened to you." Finally, Eris tells him everything about last night. But instead of feeling sorry, Bokus becomes angry at Eris herself. He asks, "Why didn't you stop him?" Hearing this, Eris shouts at him in anger and releases all her frustration on Bokus. Outside, while working, Amir takes out a gold coin from his bag and gives it to Marba. He says that when they go to the city, Marba should buy something nice for his sister. Marba feels angry, but he says nothing because he already plans to escape with Eris that very night. Bokus is furious because he feels his brother betrayed him. He takes out his gun, and it seems he has decided to kill Amir. Meanwhile, Aris herself takes food down to the basement because she feels sorry for the chained man who has been trapped there for years. She tells him that tonight she will leave this place, but the man cannot understand her words. Then we see Marba inside the house filling a bag with food because they do not know how long their journey will be. At that moment, Eris comes upstairs. Marba tells her that tonight they must escape, but Eris angrily looks at him because he did not try to save her the previous night. She tells him that the real Eris died last night. Now someone else lives inside this body. Marba tries to explain that he stayed quiet for the sake of their future and their unborn child. Just then, Amir enters the room. Seeing Marba in a hurry makes him suspicious, but Marba lies and says he was only looking for food because he was hungry. Amir removes his jacket and hangs it nearby. Inside the jacket are the gold coins. That night, we see Bokus sitting angrily after drinking a lot of alcohol. Later, when everyone falls asleep, Marba quietly walks over and steals the gold coins from Amir's pocket. Then he starts going toward Eris's room so they can escape together. But suddenly, Amir appears behind him. He had already suspected Marba, so he never slept that night. Marba tries to explain himself, but Amir does not listen at all. He pulls out a knife and kills Marba right there. Then he takes back his gold coins. In the other room, Eris hears the scream and becomes terrified. Amir takes Marba's dead body down into the basement. There he tells his chained brother that this is what death looks like, and very soon he will kill him too. Now Eris prepares to escape because she is completely alone. First, she goes to the basement because she also wants to free the chained man. She removes his chains, and both of them start leaving together. The noise wakes Amir up. He comes outside with his gun, but suddenly Bokus, sitting in a vehicle nearby, starts shooting at him. Both brothers begin firing at each other while Eris and the chained man hide in the bushes. Soon, both of them run out of bullets. Bokus rushes toward Amir to kill him, but Amir cleverly pulls out another gun and shoots Bokus dead. After that, Amir starts calling out Aris's name. But then his chained brother suddenly jumps out from the bushes onto him and bites into his neck, tearing it badly with his mouth. Amir becomes severely injured. Taking advantage of the moment, Eris and the chained man escape from there. And with this scene, the story finally comes to an end. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed it, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel.